Everything Everywhere All at Once has a groundbreaking night at the Oscars.
And Scream 6 beats some recent movie records.
Making Kent feel like Hollywood, this is The Blurb. Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new edition of The Blurb. I'm Kelsey Drennan.
And I'm Chris Abreu. We start off with recapping all the wins Everything Everywhere All at Once took at the Oscars this year.
So take it away, Chris.
Multiverses are in, and it seems like the Daniels, Best Director for Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, are living in their best parallel universe with their historic Oscars sweep this Sunday for Everything Everywhere All at Once. They broke multiple records and won 7 Oscars out of their 10 nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actress. It was the first woman of color lead film to win Best Picture, and Michelle Yeoh was the first actress of Southeast Asian descent to win Best Actress. Congratulations to them both. I'm absolutely obsessed with that film. It made me cry twice. Really
Literally, they deserve it too.
No, 100%.
Sorry, Michelle Yeoh, love that woman.
Boots.
Love that woman so much.
House.
But sticking with the Oscars, Sunday night was full of ups and downs, and on the red carpet, Lady Gaga was fitted in a black Versace gown, but it wasn't her glam look that is now earning her recognition. While walking the red carpet swarmed with photographers, Gaga quickly stepped in to help a photographer who fell taking photos. The simple gesture of the Oscar-nominated artist going to help the man up continues to circulate social media, but that was not all the singer-songwriter was up to. During the show, Gaga gave a surprise performance of the Oscar-nominated song Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick. This performance was stripped down in sound and appearance, and Gaga stood on the stage in a black t-shirt, black ripped jeans with no makeup, and her hair pulled back. This Oscars segment was very raw as Gaga introduced it with a brief monologue before singing in what felt like an intimate setting. Anything Gaga does, I just say, she ate.
Yeah, she can't do any wrong.
She kills it every single time.
Every single time. Every single time. It's insane. And I love her. Sorry, maybe I'm getting carried away. But also taking the stage at the Oscars, Rihanna performed her latest single, Lift Me Up, featured in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Fresh off the stage of her Super Bowl 57 halftime show, this performance was top of mind for many viewers. The soon-to-be mom was dressed in a sheer black and silver top that accented her bump, and she traded a lot of the dancing from the halftime show for a more soulful performance. She was backed by an orchestra and several backup singers, creating a serene atmosphere that once again honored the late Chadwick Boseman. That song itself is so beautiful.
I know, it's very heartwarming, and I think that was just very fitting that they had that song play at the Oscars.
Of course. I remember when I first heard it, when the movie was first getting promoted.
It made me cry. But anyways, Save Who You Can Save is something many people are crying to especially after the last episode of the hit game adaptation The Last of Us aired on Sunday. This past Sunday's finale episode averaged a total of 8.2 million viewers across HBO Max, and this surpassed the past episode, which averaged 8.1 million viewers. For the entire season, The Last of Us has gotten almost 40 million views, which would pass the popular Game of Thrones spin-off, House of the Dragon. It's no surprise that this game has taken the world by storm, as they have already been renewed for a Season 2. While we do not know when filming or the release of Season 2 will happen, stick with us to hear all of the latest about the show, and make sure to catch up on Season 1, as all episodes are now streaming. Again, I love the show, and I know I'm going to be really mad at you, so just
some of y'all going to be real mad at me.
Just admit it.
I have not watched any of it yet. I need to get on it, though. I've only heard incredible things. So.
It's amazing.
But speaking of some other thrilling media, a new Ghostface has been unmasked in Scream 6, and it's a killer story. The cult classic slasher topped the chart with $44.5 million, which has been the best debut in franchise history. Scream 6 passed some very anticipated films such as Creed 3 and 65. They even surpassed the previous series high of $32 million that Scream 2 opened with in 1997. The newest movie to the horror franchise involves the survivors of Scream 5 and some old faces such as Kirby Reed and Gale Weathers. However, what used to take place in the small town Woodsboro, it's now set in the Big Apple. They're in a new city with new roles, and so if you're looking to unmask Ghostface yourself, then you can head to theaters to see the latest movie in the Scream franchise.
I'm planning on going on to see it over spring break with my mom. She promised to see it with me.
I've been planning to see it with my roommates. I just need to go.
I'm so excited for it. I love Scream.
It's a classic.
But anyways, Selena Gomez is opening up about how being body shamed has taken a toll on her mental health. In a recent episode of the docuseries Dear on Apple TV, the singer, actress, and mental health advocate revealed how it feels when strangers on social media comment about her body. She said, quote, "Obviously people just ran with it. It was like they couldn't wait to find a thing to bring me down. I was being shamed for gaining weight because of my lupus." She then said that while she tried to put up a good front behind closed doors, she would be crying her eyes out from the comments. She went to TikTok explaining that her lupus medication causes her to gain water weight, and then said to her followers that no matter what they look like, they are beautiful and wonderful. And while Gomez is the latest to be body shamed, she is not the first, as many other celebrities, such as Kourtney Kardashian and Lizzo, have experienced this type of hate as well. It's crazy to me. It's sad. Like, I love Selena Gomez. She was like my first concert I think I ever went to, and it's like upsetting to see her so upset.
No, and going through stuff like that is never easy, so I'm glad that
she's kind of like addressing it, and like saying that like this is real and this happens.
And this happens to people. And the more artists that do that, the more regular like it becomes going through that process.
Exactly.
And something that I do not want to segue to, well, if many of you don't know, former President Donald Trump is planning to release yet another book. However, this book is planning to have a lot of high-profile figures into the mix. Another thing about this book is that it isn't necessarily an autobiography of himself or a how-to business guide. It actually will be a book of letters he's gotten over the years. While we may be thinking of certain celebrities to be in this book, I guarantee that this public figure wouldn't have even crossed any of our minds. It's Princess Diana. Many sources are claiming her letters have the potential to cause, quote, embarrassment, but nothing compromising since she viewed him with disdain. Other letters you can expect to see are from Oprah Winfrey, Hillary Clinton, Queen Elizabeth II, and Kim Jong-un. However, many are anticipating what Princess Diana had to say to this former president.
Interesting. I wonder if Taylor Swift will
show up in that
showing
book.
up in that. But
Maybe.
You know what?
Who knows?
You loved that segue. Many are getting excited about Taylor Swift's upcoming tour. Well, I mean, Chris is probably making up for over 100 of those who are excited. But an entire city is getting in on the anticipation. Glendale, Arizona is ceremonially renaming itself Swift City to celebrate the start of Eras, which is fitting because Swift is starting off her tour in Glendale State Farm Stadium this weekend. While Swift City was the one to be picked, other options were Swiftdale, Taylordale, the city of Taylor Swift, Taylortown, and Taylor Nation. Taylortown was the runner-up. While many are hoping for the city to stay this unique name, the name will only be here for the weekend. So if you're looking to take a trip down to Swift City, you've got to act fast. Are you going to take a trip?
Well, I'm literally from Swift City. Like, I was born and raised there. I have cousins there still.
Oh, nice. So you can take a trip down there.
In Swift City. Obviously, that's a lie and false information. I'm not spreading disinformation, I will let you know. But I know we talked a lot about the Oscars, but of course, the Oscars aired over the past weekend, and up next we have a recap of some of the winners and looks at the event. So we have even more for you coming up.
We are still stuck on the champagne carpet of the Oscars, so we want to jump in with all of the looks from Sunday night, or at least some of them.
I'm still not like set into the champagne carpet idea, I'm going to be honest.
I know, but we got to adapt, right?
It is what it is.
Okay, so let's start off with Cara Delevingne. Did I say her last name right? Delevingne?
You know,
I thought it was, right?
You know, we try. But until we see the look come up, she was in. So
Nice.
that is but no. That's the one from her Vanity Fair in the after show.
Yes.
I liked her actual Oscars look better than this one, I will say.
It is still a serve, though.
I can't say that.
In my opinion.
Chloe!
Well, it is
cannot
what it is.
say that.
She looks amazing, though, I will say.
I really like the dress.
It's part of the dress still.
Yeah.
No, it
It's
is.
like built into the dress. Like,
Yeah.
It looks like something
The
out of
like
the Hunger Games.
boning of it.
We're all
It's
looking at it
interesting.
like squinting.
Okay, well, let's move on to Florence Pugh. So she also was both at obviously at the Oscars and then attended the Vanity Fair after show. She did Valentino for both of these looks.
Yeah, and she looks perfect.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay, the one on the actual like red carpet was very
You mean
similar.
champagne?
Or champagne carpet. Was very similar. It was just with a red like thing, and it was like a dress.
Yeah, instead of a
underneath.
pantsuit.
Yeah.
And I like this better.
I love this.
I
She
like
looks
the idea
so
of this.
good.
This one made
Yeah.
more sense, I think.
Yes.
I will say it does give curtain to me a little bit, but I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, see, it kind of gives me like comforter.
Oh,
Yeah.
It really
Comforter
does.
over her, but
I
I'm-
understand where you're
It
coming
really
from
does.
with
I see
that, Chloe.
bathroom, but like,
I just love her though, so I don't really.
Pick your player.
She looks perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
All right, Halle Bailey. Obviously, she's been top of mind for most of us right now. But this look,
That's
very
giving
much.
Little Mermaid.
it is giving Little
Yeah.
Mermaid,
It really
as
does.
she should.
She looks beautiful.
Kind of fitting.
necklace.
Yeah, it really fits.
It does kind of give prom dress,
That's what I was
It
saying,
does.
but I didn't want to get hate.
but that's not negative.
It's giving prom dress. It really is.
Like that's not that negative.
That's
though.
not
I still
negative.
love it.
The
It's like
tool
what the
didn't-
expensive girls wear to prom, but she looks
Yeah,
beautiful.
but the
Yeah.
tool didn't look tacky. You know what I mean? Like
No.
it looked
Right.
very
Yeah, no,
elegant.
you look fine. Yeah, you look great. Yeah.
What do
I
you think,
agree.
Will?
No, I think she really pulls it all together. Like the elephant in the room is it does kind of give Little Mermaid, but like I don't know about y'all, but the color really works for me. Just that
No,
shade.
the
Yeah,
colors
it really
yeah.
helps. Yeah,
It looks beautiful on her skin too.
it helps
Oh,
her to
yeah.
look great. Yeah.
All right, now I want to talk about some of the guys. We have Austin Butler, who we were expecting could win Best Actor, but
Were
we'll get
we?
into that later. But he was in St. Laurent.
Oh man.
Yeah, you look like every other.
Basic black suit.
It's safe.
Basic
Safe
black
bet.
suit.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
He looks great. He's so talented. I didn't think he was gonna win, but I did love Elvis. And he looks wonderful. He's a beautiful man, so he looks beautiful
none
in a
of that
suit.
felt real. That all felt fake.
I think
I
that's
swear.
way too basic. As every single man in every single red champagne,
Yeah.
That's
whatever.
valid. That's valid.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a safe bet to wear.
No, like if you're up for an Oscar, sometimes you gotta be safe though, because
Right.
you don't want to be
Right.
a blunder holding the trophy. you
Right.
Well,
know?
that's his brand too, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like James Bond looking kind
Yeah,
of. Not James
actually.
Bond, but you know what I mean.
No,
like
just-
clean
But
cut.
But
Elvis
it's still,
He
Yeah.
also had a heel on, which I thought was
Did he?
it was
Oh.
kind of added some spice. I wish we had
Okay.
like the
Yeah.
full look, but
Okay.
we're doing
Okay,
with
heel.
Okay, Prince.
I want to talk about the other new Marilyn Monroe dress we saw from Ana de Armas. So this one was super pretty once again, and like
Here you go,
it
guys.
it was kind of you could definitely get the resemblance. I think. Do you guys agree?
No,
Yeah.
I feel like you could definitely get the same vibe from it. Do I love it that much? I'm gonna be honest, no.
I
But
personally don't like it on her just because
Yeah.
it washes
It
her
washes
out.
her out.
Yeah,
Fully.
exactly.
And the champagne carpet doesn't help at all.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel better to say it gives me like nightgown vibes.
Oh,
I think
Wow,
so.
okay.
I think I saw an article that said the exact same thing. Because, like, obviously, Ana de Armas, I'm probably butchering her name, excuse me.
No,
She's
that's
obviously
right.
gorgeous, but, like,
Right.
no, just looking at the outfit itself, it's just something about it that, like,
Yeah.
kind of loses me a little
Yeah.
bit. I
Also,
think you
her
kind of put
hair.
it there.
she could have done something.
Yeah.
She
Maybe a
could.
It
beach
needs
wave.
something-
Maybe a necklace or something.
Give me
I
that
don't
good
know.
classic Hollywood beach wave. I'm always down for that.
Always
No, it's the Olivia
Sorry.
gotta
Rodrigo
impress
beach
Chris.
wave that everyone does.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Andrew Garfield next. He also was sticking
Okay,
safe, I
twinning.
think. Yeah,
Basic.
he stayed safe.
Safe.
Like,
Do we have anything else to
It's
say?
hard to be a guy at the Oscars.
But
I love him.
But I
He's
love him.
great. But the outfit, you're not giving me anything.
That's valid.
His memes were great.
What
though.
would you want?
like he looks good. I'm not saying he looks
Color.
bad at
Give me
all.
a blue suit at least, not a black
Okay.
suit.
like
Give me
a colored
something.
suit. Okay.
Something that I noticed a lot on the Oscars champagne carpet was like a colored dress, a colored blazer, and then black pants, dress pants, and I hated it.
No, I
No,
don't
I
like
don't
that
like
at all.
that.
I was like, why are you doing that?
I only
Like
like
Will's
that with
look
the white one.
today, I like the matching.
Right, no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. It should be cohesive. Anyway, moving on. I just had
Me and my hoodie and jeans right now judging these people. I'm like, ugh. It's so regular.
You guys look horrible at the Oscars. You're going to the Oscars,
Hey,
lame.
we are all in college. You just not get more.
I love the high
than the
fashion.
hoodie.
That's high
true.
fashion.
Yeah.
But what did we think of Vanessa Hudgens' Chanel look? This is a vintage look, actually, too.
Yes.
That's pretty.
I'm bored.
I like it, but I agree. I like it, but I agree with Chloe.
I
I
feel-
think it needed more.
I feel bad because like we kind of just got on all the men for like just wearing black tuxedos, but something about this dress in particular, it just really works for me. Like, I don't know.
No, I'm a sucker for
I
the safe outfit.
agree, actually.
black
This
and
is
white.
this is a little
Easy.
safe, but like I expect. Actually,
Maybe it's the little bit of white like accents.
I
don't
like
know.
the white on the top. Yep.
this is definitely safe, but I like it.
Classic.
It
The
just,
hair looks
it
good,
just
too.
looks
No, her hair
good.
looks great.
But she could have done more. I agree. But like, yeah, I think it worked for her really well.
Yeah.
Completely.
All right, Chris, I'm gonna throw this to you because I know you want to talk about everything, everywhere, all at once. So talk about some of the big win of the night.
Okay, so Everything Everywhere All at Once won Best Picture, which is like the big like thing at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone's gunning for that. I don't know about you. Well, has everyone seen it? Have you guys seen it?
Yeah. It really
I know. I'm so sorry.
It freaks me out really bad. It's not my favorite, but I can understand why it is people's favorite.
That
I am
movie?
just
Ruined my
Not
life
supposed to
for
be in
like
it
2
now.
weeks.
Like in the best
In the
way.
best
Seriously.
way.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I was obsessed with it.
I have to be honest with you though, I wasn't crazy about the ending. Just because me personally, I feel like it's really nice because it deals with generational trauma and kind of how like older folks in your family have that like infallibility complex, and it's really
Yeah.
hard for them to say sorry sometimes.
Yeah,
And I thought it
really.
was beautiful how she's like, you're this and that, but despite all that, there's still nowhere else I'd rather be with you.
Yeah.
Which was beautiful. But it still wasn't an apology.
No,
she never
not at
actually
all.
said that I'm sorry, and that bothered me.
I like
Yeah.
that it's a reality. Like they don't
Yeah.
have to have that like happy ending. It can just be equal. And
No, that's super
Yeah.
valid because I have a buddy who like his mom is the same way, in his words, not mine. And he said it worked for me because of that, but it didn't work for me because
Right.
of that. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, but it was still a great movie though. Can't say
And it was a
that way.
great night at the Oscars, right, guys?
Yeah.
We agree?
Great
Yeah.
night at the Oscars.
But we're not just done rating looks yet, because the cast will be ranked into the districts of the Hunger Games next.
To the annual Hunger Games, and may the odds be ever in your favor. It's been 11 years since the Hunger Games was first released, so in honor of this worldwide popular franchise, we're going to put the cast of the Blurb into 12. We filled them all. And if we have time, we will be announcing who would actually win the Hunger Games. So I think what I was going to do is we were going to do them all by district and then kind of, make our way down.
All right.
So, District 1, I said it's luxury goods. I said that it would be Chris and Sydney.
I don't know like what to think about that.
Is
I
this,
feel like-
is this like a diss?
No, not at all. No, I think that you guys are would be just
Like bougie?
yes, yes, I do.
I think the term is more like part of the aristocracy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm out of here.
Exactly. So District
Please.
2, rock quarrying. I put Chris W, and then Hannah
Another
B.
slice.
Yes, I didn't know how to say
No,
last
you're again.
but I also would put you into this district.
Really?
Yeah.
Me with Chris? Not this one. Love you.
Yeah.
Either way.
I feel like you guys kind of have the same
No, we don't. Chris, and I love Chris. This is not a. Chris is the type of guy, like, if we went into a danger zone, I'd be the guy to be like, we come in peace. Please don't leave me in pieces. And Chris would be like,
No,
nah.
I feel like you guys give opposite energy actually
Thank
from
you.
what I've
See,
witnessed.
he's been paying attention.
All right, well, let's keep going on. District 3, electric goods manufacturing, Anthony and Nuryed. I mean, that's a given. DMP, they know how to work. They're skilled. District 4, Anne Marie and Ariana.
Okay,
They give off the
Fishers.
same energy as fishing. District 5, power generation, Hayden and Chloe.
Some stretching is happening that needs explanation, but that's valid.
No, you
Listen,
gotta explain that.
Hayden and Chloe.
going.
We'll
Yeah,
get
we gotta
more
keep
into it
rolling.
later.
Hayden and Chloe, they just seem like they would always be together side by side. So I feel like in a different life, they would have that.
sitting together right now.
Yeah.
So-
District 6, transportation manufacturing, Andre and Sophia. I just feel like they're kind of smart, and I feel like they would be able to work with that stuff. District 7, lumber, which is Dalen and Bailey.
Okay, lumber.
They kind of just work with wood and all that stuff. Listen, you gotta work with what you got. District 8, textiles, Jenica and Alexa. I feel like that's a very much,
Yeah.
Yeah.
very fashionable, makes sense. Grain, I feel like that would be Neek and I. I just feel
Okay,
like
grain.
Okay.
we're working with,
You like grain?
no, but I feel like that's where I would end up. Just
I think it does.
District 10 livestock, James and Morgan. They would be paired together. They would be working that. District 11 crops is Rocco and Skylar. I don't know. I just feel like they I just feel like they know what they're doing with crops. They seem very farmhand.
I'm gonna be honest, after watching Hunger Games, I never knew all the districts were like what they
No, I don't think anyone did. And then District 12, coal mining, Darian and Eric.
Coal mining.
I'm getting some very upset people, but listen, you guys just have to deal with it. Anyways, now we're gonna go through who we think would win. Starting with District 1, Chris, no. You would literally lay on the ground. You've said this multiple times. You would just lay down on the ground and wait.
Zombie apocalypse
and you'd
or
literally
like the Hunger
just
Games,
like
I'd just be like, I'm
be fine. And Sydney, I would say no for you because I feel like you're a lover, not a fighter.
I feel like you wouldn't kill people.
You're just like, you'd be like, I don't want to hurt your feelings.
She might. I don't know.
Okay, like, do you have something to say, Chris?
Chris really pulled that one out.
Not in a bad way.
I was about to say we're just going down together, and you pulled that one.
Well, I feel like she would protect me.
Aw. Okay, Chris W. I said possibly, and we'll come back to that later. And
You
then
could possibly win.
Hannah V. No, I think that they would try, but would probably die within the first 10 minutes.
Sorry, Hannah.
Sorry. Anyways, up next is Anthony. I think he would put up a good fight, and I think he would make it down to the last 10.
Slay Anthony.
No, he
Okay.
would definitely be able to break the system.
I feel
Like-
like he'd be resourceful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you have any thoughts about that, or?
I'm gonna be honest. I think Anthony's a dark horse. I think
Okay.
he made it in the last 5.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. It's just a gut feeling, but like I just think Anthony got the dog in him.
Anthony's very happy about that. And then Nuryed, I said maybe. But again, we're gonna come back to that later.
Something in Nuryed's eyes that
Anthony!
makes me think-
That was the best.
There's just something in Nuryed's eyes that make me think she could go crazy. You know?
Okay.
Anyways,
I wouldn't say crazy, but like toe to toe with the best of them. I see
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You know what I
That was a
mean?
compliment, actually.
Anne Marie. Okay, I talked about this with Anne Marie. She said that she would probably have an asthma attack while she like was trying to run away.
Oh my god.
So I'm just gonna say that's a no. But love you, Anne Marie. And then Ariana. I also would say no. I think both Anne Marie and Ariana would try, but like they would just be dying together.
They'd try but give up rather quickly.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Love you guys.
Sorry, we love you.
It is what it
This
is.
is getting like so morbid. I feel like.
It's okay.
Like they're just
That's the
dead.
idea of the Hunger Games.
But like I feel like they'd be running away and they get like a
Oh.
sword thrown in
Axe
there.
to the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Like a
Like
knife.
it just
You know how
sorry.
they do in the games.
Yeah, like sorry guys. Sometimes yeah,
I can literally
the games just
picture
happen.
it.
Okay, I said for Hayden and Chloe, which I feel like I have to. So I think that they would not make it, but that's because they would partner up together, and then if one would die, the other would just go with them. You know what I mean? Like they'd be like, I don't want to live this life anymore. And I feel like
Romeo and Juliet.
I feel like one of them would accidentally eat like, you know, like poisonous berries. Sorry guys, but you kind of give off that. You kind of give off that vibe. But yeah.
That's why. That's why you did that.
Anyways, District 6. Andre, no, but I think that they would kind of last a while, but unfortunately would not make it any farther. And then I think Sophia would get far, but after they get to like the top 15 and everyone has formed
Wait,
alliances.
isn't there only like 23 people?
No, 24.
24.
We haven't. I haven't talked about who gets in the top 15.
Oh, that's
but
true, yeah.
it would not end well for them because like they literally.
I love the spy cam.
Yeah, it's great. But like they would just, like she would just not be able to make it because like I feel like she's a like lone wolf and like I feel like she would just like try and win it on her own and
Yeah,
like all of
yeah.
these alliances would just be like sorry.
See, I think that's valid.
But she would be. Go
I'm
ahead.
so-
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, I just like, I do get the lone wolf vibe, definitely. But I think there's just something about like her cunning and like finesse and like there'd be some strategy in there. I think at bare minimum, she's getting top 10.
Okay.
Just me
Top 10 for
personally.
Sophia.
Top 10.
Okay.
Sure.
This is giving ESPN. We're like,
So
We're making brackets.
Dalen.
We are.
Okay, Dalen. I said Narita and I were talking about this. We think that like Dalen and Chris W would like
Make
team
an
up together,
alliance.
like make an alliance, and so like. But like we think that Dalen's not a fighter, so like he's just like he has the brains of the operation, like he like knows what he's doing. But like he'd just be like too like nice to like fight people off, and that's why we think he would make it to the top 10.
Oh, I have to thoroughly disagree.
Really?
No, don't get me wrong. Dalen
right.
has brains.
What
but
about
that
Bailey?
Bailey's in the top 10.
Bailey would make it far, but like top 10.
Yeah, top 10 too, baby.
Sorry,
But
Bailey.
you die in the end.
District 8, Jenica and Alexa.
This is a whole plot that Kelsey and I came up with.
So we said that Jenica would literally do anything to protect Alexa. But, so like, if they were like facing off head to head with like another group, Jenica would sacrifice themselves. And then
But
Alexa
Alexa would have lost.
Alexa would just be the one to go next because Alexa's, again, just too good of heart. And like, she's
It's a
just
lover,
too
not
nice.
a
Yeah,
fighter.
there's no
Same
way.
thing.
But really quick question. You said you disagreed with me about Dalen. Where do you think he would get?
No, I think Dalen could honestly win the whole thing because y'all don't know about
Interesting.
Dalen.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Don't be a fool.
Here,
He might be a
here's the
cerebral
thing.
assassin,
At
but
first,
he can't.
at first, I put him in the
I'm
top
so
3,
scared.
and then Nuri had said no.
Okay, throw me under the bus, I guess.
I am gonna throw you under the bus. Sorry
I
about
don't
it.
know.
He's like, let's do the actual Hunger Games right now.
No,
We're fighting.
I respect his medal. Like he top 3.
Okay.
Me personally.
Okay.
But anyways, moving on to the next district. Oh, we're just like looking at the thing. Anyways, next district, everyone, please. District 9. I would not give. I feel like I would get like somewhat far, but after running out of clean water, I would actually like just be dying of thirst and would just sit there and cry.
Would you go to a tree? Where's your
Well, like, what
instincts?
if I don't have like a spout? Like, I'm just kind of stuck there, and like if I don't like have.
But you have to be resourceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if people don't like me, then like I'm not getting that spout.
Well,
If people
bye,
don't like me, I'm gonna
Kelsey.
die anyway.
And then again,
Despair. So,
Meek, I love you to
just
death,
gonna stay.
but she always talks
Relatable.
about her back pains. And I feel like if she ever messes up her back, it's over for her.
Oh,
She
Yeah.
does talk about her back pain.
Love you, Nick.
We love you, Meek. But hey, at least we're dying together.
Yeah.
So,
It's good.
District
Give me the
10,
whole team.
James and Morgan. I think James would make it to the top 5. He's sneaky.
Yeah.
I think he would
He would do the
unfortunately though
PETA
get
thing
stung.
and like paint himself in like the.
no. I disagree. James would get all the sponsors.
Oh,
Yes.
that's smart. But I think he would accidentally like just be walking, like trying to find food, and he would get stung by tracker jackets, like
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
because someone like cut the hive from the tree and it landed on
James
him.
waved to the.
Yeah.
You're there.
Spy. Anyways, Morgan. Again, I feel like you, Chloe, and Hayden would make an alliance, and then like.
No
oh,
way.
You're saying
I mean,
no, but
they are either
sorry.
making an alliance or they are either killing each other.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no middle point there.
There's no
I
middle
think
ground.
I think at the start when it goes one, they're rushing each other.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's yeah.
Anyways,
It's so valid though.
11.
It makes sense.
I think Rocco would try, but maybe die within the first 20 minutes. Maybe make it to the top 15.
Sorry, Rocco.
Sorry.
You had a good run. And then Skylar, I feel like she's very stealthy and would make it somewhat far. Like she kind of gives
She's
me.
gonna pull a Rue and like be in a tree.
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah.
she'd accidentally eat poisonous
But is
berries.
that
You can't
just
see her.
no?
Go ahead.
You can't see her like losing to someone else. She would be the architect of her own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
she just like she kind of gives me Fox vibes from the first
Is it
game.
just because
Fox
she's
and
a
Rue,
redhead
like-
though?
No, that's not because
No, let's be
like,
honest about this.
No, I am being honest.
I know.
I feel
I
that,
am being
I feel
honest,
that
guys.
it gives Fox and Root together in
Yeah.
one person.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, Darian, I think we said no, top 15 because he's quiet and would sneak by people, but would get killed after it gets down to like a certain amount.
He would be the brains of like a career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, Nuria, do you want to give your reasoning for Eric?
Not really. We just said that accidentally he will step off the platform not realizing that he get blown up. Just because, and this is my case study, I'm gonna explain to you.
Oh my.
Just because
Okay,
the other
research.
day on Monday, he just fully get out of, like he wasn't on it, like he was completely out of it. So that's why I think that he will not realize that they are cutting down and that he would just go out.
No.
Anyways, so now we're down. I think you would be in District 13 and you'd be recruiting the winner. But anyways, quick thing. Nuria, raise your hand if you think she would win.
Yes! I win!
Chris
I
Waller?
feel offended.
I need to
She's in my
I feel
top 5
offended.
for sure.
Okay, cool. I don't feel offended.
So do we think Nuria or Chris would win?
I think Chris.
Morgan will
I'm,
win.
I'm sorry, are we talking about our dear here or Chris?
Chris W.
No,
Chris W.
Chris
Um,
W.
I gotta go, Chris. He got that dog, you know.
I think, unfortunately, Nuryed, you do not survive the Hunger Games. So, we have a victor. Creating this list made me just kind of want to rewatch all 4 movies again on Netflix. And
Now
while we
they're
may
there?
not be, while we may not be talking about that in the next segment, we will be talking about another streaming service and some of the popular shows that are on it. Stay tuned.
Hulu just hit its 15-year anniversary. The streaming service is known for its original series and its more recent collaboration with Disney. Today, we'll be talking about 2 of the most popular shows streamed on Hulu, Abbott Elementary and the new Hulu original, History of the World Part 2. So, I'll give a quick rundown of Abbott Elementary since that's what we're starting with. Abbott Elementary was first released in December of 2021. It's created by Quinta Brewson, who got her inspiration from the show from her mother, who's a school teacher. The show follows the school teachers throughout their day, full of twists and turns. The show has been a huge success, winning almost 20 awards, including Golden Globes and Emmys. It's known to be one of the shows saving daytime TV. What do we think of the show?
I'm gonna start off with the truth. I've not seen Abbott Elementary. I'm not gonna lie about it and pretend I have. But my sister, who is a school teacher, she teaches in middle and high school, has watched the show, absolutely loves it. She called me before the episode to tell me what to say about it in her stead. It's very accurate to actual school.
Yes.
And actual teachers, things like there's a whole thing about Abbott being turned into a charter school, which is a real issue for a lot of public schools because then they don't get funding. Hi, welcome to Teacher Talk. Here's the real issues.
Right here.
And she thinks it's really funny, really good representation of what it's like being a teacher.
Yeah. Dalen, what do you think?
I really like the show. I had to, I did a program over the summer for Nickelodeon, and they had me write like a spec script of an already airing show.
Oh.
And I just so happened to find Abbott. I knew because the dude from Everybody Hates Chris is on there. If anybody knows that show, please. I love it. And it turned out it was really good. It was just something, it was different. I haven't even heard of Quinta before that.
I thoroughly enjoy the show. I kind of geek out about it. It's so creative to me because it kind of has Office inspo, the way that the cameras move and follow the characters around. My parents are both in education, so I get a lot of the struggles too. And it is painfully accurate, the underfunding, the underpaid, the teachers having to make exceptions for certain things, but it's so funny, and I love these characters. I think these characters are so well done, and they're really dynamic. They each have something that you kind of don't like about them, but you just love every single one of
What
them.
that makes them better characters is you have to have flaws to have a good character.
Yes.
No one wants a Mary Sue.
Ava is just so, it's like the character of Ava it's so interesting to me because like you don't like her, but at the same time you kind of like, you
have to love her because it's so funny.
Exactly.
And that's one of the things, this show has so many redeeming qualities, and it's such a good sit-down show. Like I never don't enjoy it. I like every episode.
That's right.
I really do. So, Quinta herself, real quick, she started on Vine, actually, which I just think is really interesting to point out, and then she got on BuzzFeed and then produced for BuzzFeed. And now she's a Emmy Award winner, which I just think is pretty cool. I don't know, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Social
Congrats.
media.
Yeah. Well,
And pay teachers more.
this is so true.
Just
do that
everyone
also.
generally.
World.
Pay teachers more, please.
Speaking of the world,
Government.
History of the World Part 2 is the sequel series to the movie History of the World Part 1 made by Mel Brooks in 1981. The new series is produced by Mel Brooks, and he also narrates it. The premise is simple: tell infamous stories about our history while making fun of it and criticizing it. What do we have to say?
I'm a big Mel Brooks. I'm a big Mel Brooks fan. Have been for a long time. My dad is also a big fan. That's where I get it from. I think it's very good. I think it's different from the original. There's a different vibe to it. It might be the fact that it's clear and in high definition.
You can see
and
everything.
it's not like blurry on the edges, but I don't know. I feel like it lacks a certain something that is in all of Mel Brooks's earlier films. And I don't know what it is exactly.
Not
but
sure
there's
yet, but-
Something's off slightly, where I'm like, Okay.
It's very like self-aware, which I like.
Big fan.
Dalen, have you watched this?
I haven't. I've just seen the ads pop up on TikTok, and they stand out to me because every time he comes on screen, he's just like, "Watch the show or don't. I already got paid." And I'm like, "Okay, well now I really
yeah,
want to watch it."
it's a really self-aware show, and there's a lot of fourth wall breaks, and I really love the casting of the show. They just got big name after big name after big name, and it's so funny to see people like Nick Kroll act as Galileo, and and also a runaway in the Russian Revolution. Like, it's such an interesting thing to see these people that you've known and seen in so many more serious roles play Jesus or one of the disciples. Also, one of the things that they're known for this season is the collaboration between modern technology and the ancient history. So in one of the Jesus segments, they have a band, but it's all with current technology, but it's the disciples making music. So what do we think about this kind of collaboration?
That's very funny.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna say that whole sentence. You said Jesus. There was a band. I was like, oh.
Yeah, they make music.
I think that one of the things about History of the World Part 1, I did enjoy History of the World Part 2. I'm just gonna say a lot of things that are contrary because that's fun. I think one of the things in History of the World Part 1 that makes it really good is it's kind of timeless. Like, obviously it's like these are these specific historical times, but like you can watch it at any point in time and be like, oh yeah, that's funny. Like, it's 40 years after it was made, and it's funny. I still get a good haha from it. But the new one, like, I don't know how I felt about Galileo TikTok.
I liked it, but it's millennial, isn't it?
It's very millennial humor sometimes. There's a bit about like somebody says a line about how these dang kids always on the TikTok making their attention spans shorter.
It's like,
and I'm
okay,
like, okay,
we
all
get
right.
it. Yeah.
There's some really funny parts though.
I think it's a must-watch though, because I almost learn, like, I'm currently writing myself, and I'm learning, like, I don't think I want to make jokes like that are kind of in a time frame where they don't make sense. Well, Mel Brooks has his way of telling history, and so do we. So stay tuned for the Blurb cast to reenact historical events based on a new TikTok trend.
On TikTok recently, you may have seen videos parodying historical events made by Jake, also known as Octopus Lover 8. These videos have seen such themes as has seen such themes as The Boy Who Cried Wolf, Washington finding out Benjamin is on the $100 bill instead of him, and the most popular out of all of them, with I believe 8 million views, the Founding Fathers after John Hancock wrote his name super big. These videos all have a more modern comedy twist to them, so I want to know, can our cast find their inner comedian and their inner historian and do the same? How the game will work is I will have 4 prompts as well as a 5th tiebreaker. Chris is going to act them out with the prompt without saying the name of the person or a piece of what they're doing. So example, if the prompt is a pilgrim sick on the Mayflower, you cannot say pilgrim or Mayflower. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, it's very complicated.
Let's
Whoever
go.
can accurately or most accurately guess wins that round. Whoever has the most at the end will win. All right, are we all ready?
Yes.
This
Let's
is
go.
gonna be
Let's
hard,
go.
but
Go, go, go.
Hayden, please help me.
Oh yeah, no, you got this. Okay.
Okay.
Prompt 1.
It's my monocles. Oh, I'm eating at this.
Is it like is it Betsy Ross like making the
American flag? There's no way you
Did she
just
see
guessed
the
that.
prompts? Did she see the prompts? Okay.
And also, why did she have a monocle?
She's the Monopoly man?
I won.
Okay, number 2.
You got
Okay.
that. That was amazing.
Okay, I'll be the thing.
Okay. What do you mean?
Oh, the
okay.
thing. Here, you also be the thing. Just stand there.
Okay.
Wait, what? Oh God. But Washington made it on?
Yeah.
Jefferson too?
This is one of the like people finding out that they're not on the like Mount Rushmore or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang it, I totally knew that
This is gonna
one.
be so hard. We're like, none of them are gonna get this. And Kelsey's eating.
Listen, I watch his TikToks all the time.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do another call.
Okay.
But like, why aren't I allowed up there?
No.
But for real, like everyone else just
Wait.
me. It's really scary
Yeah.
down here.
Someone not making it into heaven?
No.
Is it penguins not being able?
Similar idea though.
Yeah,
guys.
similar
Oh.
idea, but more historical.
There's these 3 old ladies down here always sewing.
I
What?
think, Jerry, you're not
Oh,
coming
who
up.
is it?
All the other gods are allowed up there. Why not me?
Oh, is
it
this like,
like
Hercules?
Hades not.
Yes.
I'm making it too obvious.
Which
Yes.
one was it?
No, yeah.
Who won?
Not.
We still have one more.
No,
okay.
Kelsey.
I said one
Oh,
thing, so I don't
Yes.
know.
Okay. This one's a fun one. This one's a fun one.
This one's a fun one.
Can you be like the person accusing me?
I know what you did.
Oh God.
Salem
Girl,
witch
who's
trials.
Who just said that?
Me.
No, it was Bailey.
Oh, it was Bailey?
We like this. We like
Okay,
this.
well, you know what?
I was about to say that.
I
The
love
last
having a
one-
point.
Should we do one more? Just one little quick one? See if
Yeah.
we can get it? Okay, do it. Here you go. Can you fix that?
How did we run out?
I don't know, okay? Listen.
What? Like, didn't we get enough? We
Great
invited
night
so
last
many
night.
people over here.
I'm
Bring me the
sorry.
water. I think I can figure it out.
Okay.
Oh, the Last Supper?
No.
Oh.
Oh, that's funny.
Can you just like fix it? Like fix it. I'm tired of it.
Like turning water into wine.
Yes.
Ah.
And
Great
Kelsey
job.
wins.
Yes, Kelsey
Kelsey
did
is
win.
Shocking.
winner.
Well,
Thank you.
that's all the time we have for today.
I got one.
Thank you so much for watching. To see more from The Blurb, follow us on Instagram at TV2TheBlurb and TikTok at TheBlurbTV2. Spilling all the celebrity every Tuesday. Have a great night.